Did you see that? That was a world-class bamboozle. Because I'm actually playing Far Cry 5. Or am I? Or maybe I just found a first-person mod for Days Gone where I can drive a car and it's summertime and not raining and looks suspiciously like Far Cry 5. Or have I? Or maybe, just maybe, this is still in Oregon. Fuck you, Tractor. Fuck you too, ATV. Holy shit, watch where you're going. Or maybe this is not Oregon, but actually Montana. Or maybe it's Montana and not actually Oregon. I lost my train of thought and where I was going with this joke, but hey, at least we're trying. And at least we're entertaining. But, I don't know what I'm doing. I've pretty much given up on this now. Skip! And I bamboozled myself into a shittier video game. Fuck. You know, I don't really even like most of the Fallout games. New Vegas was pretty good. 3 gave me a headache because everything had a green tint. I don't even know why I'm taking all this crap either. I have all of these mods and all of this crap. And I still have to. Doot doot! The only redeeming quality of this game is the fact the railway rifle made that noise. And hey, guess what? Skip! My mistake was not believing in the power of the skip as hard as I should have. But if you want something done right, you have to risk breaking your PlayStation in order to get out. And the only thing I have to say about that is, fuck you, Fallout. I hope I never have to come back. And if I can't, because I broke my PlayStation, well. Alright, the power of the skip granted us the ability to jump into a better video game with better graphics that takes place in a not terrible location. Yeah, alright, yeah, I'm digging this. I'm just gonna admire the beauty of somewhere in Montana for a little bit. Even though I think it's based on, like, southwestern Montana. Yeah, I think so. I think it's southwestern Montana. I don't know. I would have to confer with the experts or do some reading, and I don't know how to do that last one. Alright, let's see if maybe another skip? Could we do another skip?
What do you mean we can't do another skip?
Fuck you, Greg, I'm talking to someone.
What do you mean we can't do another skip? No, I understand. Yeah, I've done like 4 of them so far. Okay, but there's never been a fucking rule on how many skips I can do. It's my goddamn video. Ah, for fuck's sake.
By the powers of the skip and the bamboozle and the bamboozlers, I was able to get into the right goddamn video game on my, like, 6th or 7th attempt. And we're going to talk about Days Gone a little bit more. Because I love this goddamn game. And I would love to own a drifter bike. But I have a mild complaint. Mainly the fact that when you start a new game plus, the hordes don't show up on the map. Like before there was a map. Fuck you. There was a map that was like, oh, there's a horde here, and you can go and fight it, and you can go and kill it. And now, like, they just don't show up. You just kind of run across them randomly. Like, I mean, you saw me fighting the one at the sawmill, and I did nothing. Fuck you, Debbie. Oh yeah, no. There's a few slight little problems with this game. Like, right through the fuck. Ah, man, that looks like it hurt. You probably died. No, my bike's fucked up now. That's wonderful. I did my best to keep it not fucked up. Because then when I need it to not be fucked up, it's not fucked up. And yeah, anyway, fuck it back. Come on, reel it in, buddy. You can do this. When it's... Fuck, yeah, oh yeah, the hordes. I found one up here earlier, and I did a little bit of damage to it, but this should still be pretty entertaining to fight this horde. And if it's not, I'm going to be upset, because all the hordes I've run into so far have been tiny, and... they're around here somewhere. Let's see, over there. No, that is the wrong button. Ah, yes, okay. They're still here. Let's go and set some traps. I can make traps this time. I gathered supplies. Apparently not enough, because I can only build 2 of these fucking things, but, you know, whatever. Alright, got... This should be far enough apart they won't set each other off. And then that one. And I think one more. One more will be good. Alright. Oh, probably good. That's another thing that always kind of irritated me. Why don't my guns just come loaded when I pick them up? You know what? I'm gonna draw them in. I'm gonna use the tractor. I could use one of those in real life. I mean, what? I didn't say that. Come on. Come on, you fucking nerds. There we go. Yep. Holding on to that button too long. Alright. We have initiated contact. You have alerted the Horde. Looks like a... Shit! So I'm already pretty disappointed by the size of this Horde. Wonder how many times the first half of that sentence has been uttered. But, yeah, you know, I could probably go back to the sawmill and pick an even bigger fight, because that Horde's part of the story. Or I could wait till that mission where I have to go kill a whole bunch of them with Captain Corey. Or Corey, or however the fuck his name's said. I guess I could probably ramble for a couple of minutes. You guys like listening to me ramble. And I really do want to talk about how amazing this game is. Because for as batshit crazy bonkers as it tries to be, and for as seriously as it doesn't take itself, you get a really, really good story. Because multiple times I was almost compelled to put this fucking game down because of a story development that just made me angry. Like, and there were a couple of times just made me fucking heartbroken. Because, like, play the game. It's good. I mean, really, it is. It's... You know, a lot of people, and I've said this before, a lot of people have put way too much stock into, like, everything has to be a AAA title, and everything has to be groundbreaking and earth-moving, and if it's not, it's complete fucking trash. This game did a lot of neat stuff, and it did a lot of weird stuff, and it did a lot of stuff that's kind of irritating. Like, having to hold the button to get onto my motorcycle right there, that's kind of irritating. Okay? Like, I understand that for some shit, like getting my bullets out of the saddlebag. Like, I get that. Filling up gasoline, I get that too. I should have to hold the button for that. But I should just be able to run up and press the fucking button and get on my motorcycle, because sometimes, dude, it just takes forever for Deacon to get on that bike, and I don't have forever. Like, the crafting stuff is really neat, because, like, you're not just going to be able to go... Well, I mean, you probably, in the end of the world, you probably should just be able to go to whatever camp to buy pipe bombs, but half the time I end up running around looking for stuff to make Molotovs out of. The game doesn't... It doesn't take itself too seriously, but the people in the world and the world building of it take the game seriously, if that makes any sense. The game is pretty fucking immersive. Even though, some people complain that you can't change Deacon's outfits, which, I mean, you know, for the sake of your own immersion or your own happiness, I can see why that might be an issue to some people. But there's also a reason behind the way Deacon dresses. And, again, if you haven't played the game, I'm not gonna fucking spoil it for you. I might do a video of, like, the last major cutscene in the game before the secret ending that everyone's already been talking about, and believe me, if you got to this video, it already came up. You've probably had already at least seen that there's a secret ending, so if you're upset by that spoiler, I suggest you fucking get bent, or send me hate mail, or do both. But, yeah, like, the girl I'm looking for right now, Lisa, she's, like, the fact that I had to go and find her character a couple of times, like, I wanted her to be a more integral part of the story. And the fact that Deacon is like one of these dudes who's just completely world-weary and just doesn't really give a fuck, it's amazing. Because he'll, earlier in the game, when you go into Tucker's camp, Alkai mouths off and looks at Deacon, and Deacon's like, okay, well, whatever, I'm just standing here waiting for you to smarten the fuck up. Like, okay, yeah, I absolutely expect that out of a 1%er biker in the end of the world. This dude doesn't fucking care. You know, up until a certain point through the game, never really has a reason to give a shit other than his buddy and his motorcycle. So, yeah, I get it.
Is this Lisa's handwriting?
See, here's the thing about Lisa. I've been looking for this for a couple minutes. I've already beaten the game, so it's not really like I don't have an idea of where I'm supposed to go. But yeah, no, this game it's pretty solid, and right now it's like 20 or 30 bucks on the PlayStation Store. I absolutely suggest picking this game up. It's not a super in-depth review, but it's absolutely a review of Days Gone. Is there a motorcycle coming by? Fuck these nerds. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, send me hate mail, watch me mow down bikers with an M60. Pick your poison.